Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time once again to crack open the finest of vintage video games. That is correct, it is time for our monthly shipment from our friends at Video Games Monthly. Alright, so here's how it works. I pay for 4 video games a month, and what I have on my list to receive are games from the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the N64, the Genesis, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Dreamcast, Famicom, and Wii U. Now what that means basically is I'm kind of wide open on what I receive. I don't have a massive retro collection, so I'm always looking for new stuff because anything I don't need, I can just flip. What's going on, everyone? I'm Jay, my channel's Square Pegs. I do a couple videos a week. Hit that subscribe button down below if you want to continue getting my videos. Today we're looking, like I said, at Video Games Monthly. Now before I open the box and show you guys what I have inside, I need to address an elephant in the room. And I'm not just talking about this fat guy right here. I'm talking about something that I got accused of last month that frankly kind of pissed me off. I had more than one comment last month accusing me of getting preferential treatment from the folks at Video Games Monthly, and no, I don't get preferential treatment from Video Games Monthly. They don't know who I am. I am a random guy in Michigan. I am not signed up under the channel. I am not signed up under anything that has to do with Square Pegs. I'm just under my name, and not even my nickname, my real name. Something I don't use on the channel. So for people to accuse me of getting preferential treatment and for getting games that other people wouldn't get, nah, man, you're full of it. You're just wrong. Sorry. If that's what you believe, then you have a sad, pathetic existence and you need to get over that. But now we're gonna pop this guy open and we're gonna see what is inside. So, first and foremost, we're doing this the way that you guys have been enjoying the last couple months. I'm gonna be looking right down Fifth Avenue, right down the camera lens as we open this mystery box and we find out what's inside. Let's get going. Okay, first things first, we have a piece of paper that is some Pokebucks, 1 million Poké Dollars. It's going straight up to Victor. Victor's gonna love this. He's a huge Pokemon fan. I've mentioned that in the past, and this is the most random ass collectible I think I've ever seen, and he will adore that. He will think that's great. All right, next up we have, hey, I got a 1-up card, which means of the 4 games that I pay for, I got 1 additional one. So there should be 5 games in this box, and it won't be like last month when I got confused about the 1-up card being a 1-up card, when instead the 1-up card for the 1-up card was just advertising the 1-up card. If you know, you know. Next up, okay. Ooh, this feels like a Famicom month, and that's exciting. All right, first off, okay, we're gonna start with a Game Boy Advance game, and it is, I can't see, Star Wars Trilogy Apprentice of the Force. I've not played this one. Let's get over to the Retron and take a look. Okay, Star Wars Apprentice of the Force, a rare Ubisoft Star Wars game. That's pretty cool. And of course, as always with Star Wars games, the sound is dropped, so I don't get a copyright claim. This game is really interesting, and it's not bad. It's not good, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's a good game. It's not a hidden gem. You don't need to rush out and buy it, but it is an interesting game. I really like that the animation sequences here seem to be pulled right from Prince of Persia, so it actually looks beautiful. As far as animation goes, I think it's just phenomenal. The gameplay is pretty uninspired, and the environments aren't really wonderful. The character models look really good. Like, you can tell that they're Tusken Raiders. You can tell that this is supposed to be Luke, even if he is a bit of a ginger, but I don't know, it's kind of a boring game altogether. It's not bad. Like, it's put together really well. It's just kind of boring, and unfortunately it kind of falls on its face a little bit. It's not necessarily something I'm going to play again. This is probably going to be traded in at the end of the week to my local game store, but there you have it. Star Wars Apprentice of the Force for the Game Boy Advance. All right, there we go. And now it is time, I think we're going to do Famicom last. There is a disc-based game in here, and it feels sealed, which means this is most likely a Wii U, and if it's anything else, I'll be shocked. But we have, it's upside down, Brunswick Pro Bowling. Preferential treatment, right guys? Let's take a look at Brunswick Pro Bowling. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna pull any punches. Brunswick Pro Bowling for the Wii U is by far the absolute worst game I have ever gotten in a Video Games Monthly pull, and I have gotten some absolute stinkers in the past. This one is the hottest of hot garbage. It is so bad. I'm gonna point out something right now. You are not seeing the same shot over and over and over again. You are seeing me actually playing this game, just going into quick play to see what it's about. And after my first throw, I was able to hit a strike every single time. There's no challenge in this game. It looks terrible. It plays terribly. You know, when you have the pedigree of Wii Sports Bowling to live up to, and you can't even come within like the same area code of that game, just give up. This game's awful. Brunswick Pro Bowling is the worst Wii U game I have ever played. Okay, and now there are 3 Famicom games in here, and I am super stoked for that. Let's see what we got. This is called Konami Hypersports. Let's take a look at this one. Unfortunately, with Hypersports, I can't really tell you a whole lot about it because I couldn't get the game to work. It boots up and it plays and everything like that, but I couldn't actually do anything in-game. When you start the game, the first event you play is play pigeon shooting, and I think you need a zapper for it. I don't know exactly what I need to do, so I wasn't actually able to shoot anything on screen. So you're just going to see the attract mode demo stuff here. So you're going to see the clay pigeon shooting, you're going to see the triple jump, and that's about it. It's part of the track and field series, which is pretty cool, but I couldn't play it, so I don't really know what's going on here, unfortunately. But Hypersports, yeah, there you go. Next up is our social card. You share this on social media, you have a chance to win a free box. Next we have, hey, Super Mario Brothers on the Famicom. How cool is that? I don't think I need to say a whole hell of a lot about Super Mario Brothers that hasn't already been said, so we're going to talk, while you're watching me play through World 1-1 and World 1-2 of Super Mario Brothers, I'm just going to talk about this particular cartridge. So this kicks the crap out of our box art, like so much better on this Japanese box art than what we had on the NES. Don't get me wrong, the up-close sprite of Mario is cool, but getting the actual like cartoon drawings of Mario and everyone from the Mushroom Kingdom on the cartridge, so much better. This is a classic game. This is something I am stoked to have because I do love Super Mario Brothers so much. This is probably the game that got me to be a gamer more than anything else, because when I got my NES, I got the action set with Mario and Duck Hunt on it. I played an awful lot of Super Mario Brothers, and I don't know, I never really considered myself wanting to go out and collect the Japanese releases or anything like that when I started buying the Famicom stuff, because it's games I'm intimately familiar with, but honestly, this is pretty cool, right? Like, it's not something I would have bought for myself, and I think that might be the best feature about Video Games Monthly, is that it gives me stuff that I wouldn't necessarily have picked out for myself to try out, or to add to a collection because I'm already familiar with it, like Super Mario Brothers. So to get the Japanese release of that, I think just that's super cool, man. I really dig that. And finally, we have I have no idea. Up now, we have Hidlide, which I have complete in box right over here. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, next up is Hidlide, or Hidlide Special. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, so I'm going to say Hidlide because Hidlide sounds weird. Hidlide Special, and this is a classic role-playing game series from Japan that unfortunately didn't receive the greatest port onto the NES. The PC versions are significantly better, but this is a port of Hidlide onto the NES, and this is obviously the Famicom version. I actually own Hidlide complete in box on the NES. It's something I used to rent a lot when I was a kid. I really loved this one, and a lot of people look at it and say, oh, this is just ripping off Zelda, oh, it's ripping off Dragon Warrior, and this actually came out well before those. This was, I think, originally released on PCs in Japan in like 82 or 83, so this is kind of the precursor for Zelda and stuff like that, and there's a nice history to it, and there's a really interesting way to play the game. So as you move, your life drops. You do take damage from enemies as you're attacked, of course, but it's as you move, your life bar actually decreases, and you actually have to stop to re-energize, which I clearly forgot in my gameplay until afterwards, because I died an awful lot when I was playing this. But I'm really excited to have this one. I really loved this game when I was a kid. I rented it pretty frequently, and to have it on the Famicom and on the NES now, I think that's pretty cool. For this, it's not every month is going to be a win. Not every month is going to be a huge hit. Sometimes you're going to get dud months. I mean, this one is definitely more hit than miss. I do like getting Famicom games. Always happy to get Game Boy Advance stuff. The Wii U game, kind of a bummer, but I might be able to flip that down the road as well. It's something where I look at it and it's a lottery. I say that every month when I do this. It's a lottery. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And this month, honestly, it's not terrible. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. Let me know in the comments down below what the best game is I got this month in your opinion. It is kind of hard to top the OG Super Mario Brothers, but a lot of good stuff this month. Please hit like, please subscribe if you're new around here and you just happen to stumble across a video. And hey, if you really dig the work I do, consider becoming a monthly Patreon sponsor like the folks you're seeing on screen right now. Patrons get ad-free access to videos early for as little as a donation of $1 a month. And you can also check out SquarePegsYT.com for all of our SquarePegs merchandise. Till next time, folks, I've been Jay. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Check out the videos linked up above right now for previous Video Games Monthly unboxings. And hey, remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you guys soon.